Olá, boa tarde e bem-vindo ao nosso canal Quinta, Fonte, Pipa.
Hello, good afternoon and welcome to our channel, Quinta, Fonte, Pipa.
Today is only going to be a short video because we've been flat out working and there's only so much more we can show you of putting a shed together and us screwing bits of wood together without it becoming extremely boring. We're going to do some questions and answers, aren't we, at the end? So we're only going to do 5 or 6 of them. Maybe in next week's video we'll do a lot more of the questions that we keep being sent by email and messages on Facebook. As you can see, we've managed to get the tin roof on the hay barn. Hello Tilly. And Molly's managed to half paint the shed here with engine oil. And Tilly wants to come and say hello. Hello, says Tilly. Don't you? Hey?
I do need to make another trip down to the house to collect some more engine oil and fuel to paint the rest of the fronts of the barns and do a coat inside as well. Is that correct? Yeah,
we're going to paint the inside of the shed with 1 coat of the oil because it's great for keeping the bugs away. But 2 coats on the outside, 1 to keep the bugs away and for the waterproofing of the timber. So we'll be doing that in the next couple of days, and hopefully tomorrow we've got all the rafters in, which I'm going to put a little clip in now. You can see some of the rafters that we've put up from the main beam for the big shed, and then hopefully we'll start to put the tin roof on it tomorrow, which will be good. What do you think then, Tilly? Oh, so kisses for me. Quite a length, isn't it? So I bought some more straps in the hardware store and when we picked up more wood we put it on the top to obviously stop that bending in the wind. We're a bit concerned it might snap the brand new panels we just bought, but it's all good. Hello, 9 days old and out with the crew. Bit more? Yeah. Always have to try and get it up without any luck. God, it's heavy, isn't it?
So what's the plan then, Dad?
We're going to get the longest sheets of roofing and lay it down over there, but then we're going to have to put pallets across the doorway to stop the inquisitive goats getting in and then possibly damaging our brand new roof. Yeah. Oh, oh, it's a baby goat. It was too cute. I can't work with cute animals. I didn't think my part's a bit too close. Yeah, we can.
Can I help?
You alright with it, Paul?
I'm good. I'm good.
That's for this bob.
Well, one part, and then you have to put another piece on the top to make the total length. Are you alright, Paul?
Yeah, I'm good.
Put these pallets on top of the galvanised sheeting on the floor, because if the goats go in being inquisitive, they'll trash the roofing, and goats being goats, that's exactly what they'll do. If they stand on that now, that shouldn't hurt it, because it's spreading the load evenly across the top. So just pull back to you at the top a tiny smidge. See it take as well? Yeah, pretty much.
So why did you use a different size drill bit?
To let this go through, because wood's wood, it squishes back up and then you can't punch this through, whereas now that goes through the wood, but I only drilled through the wood with the slightly wider drill bit, and then I finished it off in the concrete's exactly the same size. And we've had a few people comment saying that they don't think the fixings are strong enough on the shed. Well, that's an M10 raw bolt, and you're not going to be pulling that out of this concrete. And this is just to hold the doorway from moving when it's getting a lot of traffic and use, and we're going to hang a door from it. Now with a ratchet. Doesn't need to be a snap-on one, but it's always good. Now those washers and everything are pulled right into that wood, and then I'll come along in a minute with a disc cutter and I'll slice these bits off so nobody catches their legs on them when they walk by, and everyone's a winner. Everyone's a winning chicken dinner. the going to be the main beam for the large shed where the goats are going. It's because the shed's 9 meters long. We've got two 4.5 meter lengths of wood which we're sandwiching together here, and obviously we're using wood glue as well. We're going to screw it together in a minute, and then we shall leave it for an hour or two for the glue to set, and then we'll start installing it. So as you can see, it's consuming quite a lot of glue, but I'd rather put too much glue than not enough. Got the main joist in, and we've got the first few rafters going across. Paul's in here doing a bit of paint and decorating. I don't think much to his cutting in, but you know, doing a good job. So we're painting all the beams inside, because this is one of the best things to keep the bugs from eating all the timber, is old engine oil and diesel. You can put all the nasty polluting chemicals in the world on the wood out here, but the bugs will still come and eat it. So this is one of your best options. So some people might say it's not good to use that on your farm. Well, it looks a bit dark in here, but there's none on the floor. It's all going on the beams, and the only things that will be affected by that will be nasty bugs that are going to eat all my shed away. But Molly is spraying the protector on the barn, which is turning it to a much nicer colour. I don't know if you can see up here, she's done this panel, and that's the original colour of the panels. Tilly's very interested, aren't you, Tilly? So we've got a few questions here that people have sent in. How old is Molly, and does she enjoy living in Portugal?
I am currently 18, but I'm going to be 19 this Tuesday, and I actually love living in Portugal.
Which is really good, and you love your goats, don't you?
The smelly goats, yeah.
She's a proper goat lady, which is really cool. She could have had a far worse life if we'd stayed in England, because we've seen the quality of life degrade rapidly in England, and I'm so glad that we brought Molly out here to have a better life, a more natural life. And well, what's the date today?
Today is the 12th. Today's 12th.
Yeah. So it's the 12th of December, and
I'm in a t-shirt.
It's blue skies. It's about 3:30, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and it's nice and warm. You can't beat that, can you? How long have you been living in Portugal? We're coming up for our 8th year now living here. And we've had a lot of problems, but we wouldn't change it for the world. I love having the goats. So I hope that answers that one for you. How do we make a living? We don't.
Not at the moment, we don't. Hence the goat shed.
It's quite hard to make a living in Portugal. A lot of people think they can come out here and sell vegetables at fairs and all the normal things you hear people doing. You can't make money doing that, especially if you're doing it illegally. Like 95% of the people out here go to the markets and sell their veg that they've grown at home. And you can't really do that here. So if you want to do it as a proper business, you've got to do it right, and you've got to be legal. Otherwise, you'll be at the markets and you'll get the inspector guy come round and check whether you're okay to sell your vegetables, and obviously then you'd get a fine or something horrible. So I used to make money cleaning land for people with my tractor. Cars, the olives, the fairs that we used to do, a bit here and a bit there, and a bit like most farms, you know, you don't make all your money from one thing. And now the milking goats, we should make quite a decent living once we start selling the milk full time to a company. But we've been selling it locally to people, and we've also, well, Molly also makes the cheeses and the hand soaps that you've seen from the goat's milk. So once Molly's done that, and we've got this set up. Hopefully I'm going to start going back to make some of my wooden things which we sell, and that's how we make our living here, and with the great help of my parents, actually, I should add, that have helped us out a heck of a lot when times have been hard. They really have helped support us here, so thanks Mum and Dad.
Thank you, grandparents.
Yeah, we really appreciate their help. Is it just Molly and I that live here? Nope. No. We've got Mum, Sandra, but she doesn't really like to be on camera, and poor old thing, she's got so many health problems. She struggles to walk around and get on, and we've had quite a few people asking about her kidney stones. She's still got them. The hospital gave her painkillers and another pill that's meant to help break the kidney stone down, but where Sandra's got Lyme's disease, where she was bit by a tick, she already takes 16 tablets a day for life because of the Lyme's disease, and now with the extra tablets they've given her for the kidney stone, she's taking 28 tablets a day. So in the next few days we're going to take her back to hospital in CB and demand that they stop with the pills and give her the sort of ultrasound laser treatment to break up the kidney stone and help her pass it, because it's not doing her a lot of good taking all those tablets, is it?
And she's extremely tired from all of the tablets as well, which doesn't help.
Could we have a house tour, and will there be a part 2 of the farm tour video that we made? No, there probably won't be a house tour, because unfortunately our house, we had a lot of problems with the builders ripping us off, and I'm going to say it now because he's no longer the mayor, but the village mayor even ripped us off, who was an electrician, a licensed electrician, made a completely illegal install in my house, which then cost us close to €9,000 to fix the rubbish that he did in my house, which made it quite hard. The builders have left all the upstairs completely unfinished. We paid for a finished house, and it was nowhere near finished. So unfortunately a lot of the house inside's not super duper great, so we don't really want to show it off on the internet, so we probably won't right now, but hopefully at some point in the future when we get the house looking straighter, we will show you some bits and pieces of the house inside, because we'd love to show you really, but unfortunately the state's in no. Sorry.
Part 2 will be coming at some point. As you can tell, the goat shed has kind of taken over absolutely every other job on the farm, as it is a big priority as the weather is good enough to start building and getting it finished. We've
been extremely lucky that normally you'd have a lot of rainy season right now, but Obrigado San Pedro. So San Pedro is the guy that is like the saint of rain, and the Portuguese will often shout at San Pedro to fecha a torneira, close the tap when it's raining, and it's been brilliant. We've been so lucky. I'm looking for a bit of wood to touch.
Yeah, I'm sat on a piece.
Yeah, but the rain holds off for a little bit longer, and till we can get the rest of the milking parlour finished. Right, you have a nice tractor. Did you buy it new, and was it expensive? Yes, I bought it new, and yes, it was expensive. The tractor and about 5 pieces of farm equipment on the back cost me about €39,000, which we paid in cash, which was very painful, considering I've never had a car worth more than about £5,000 in England. That's a lot of money to go and spend on a tractor. So I hope that answers a few of the questions for you that you've sent in. Thanks for sending the questions in. It's quite nice to answer a few questions for people. There's some more in this book, but we're going to save that till next week, because it's getting late on Sunday right now, and I'm going to have to stop work because I've got to go in and start editing this video, which I should have started editing yesterday. So in order for me to get it up today, it's not really going to happen. Normally I'd have the video posted by now, but I haven't even started editing it, so it's going to be a little bit late. So sorry for it coming out either late tonight on Sunday, or I'm going to have posted it on Monday. But that's the soonest I could get the video up this week. So I think that's all from us right now, and we'll see you next week on Quinta, Fonte, Pipa. Please give us the video a thumbs up, like, subscribe, share the videos, because it's all helping us. We're nearly at 3,000 subscribers, so if you feel like helping us hit the 3,000, please hit the subscribe and the notification bell. It helps us out immensely. We've noticed a lot of the other channels have got many more subscribers than us, and can't really work out why, but so help us out and boost the little amount of money we make from YouTube for us, because it's a lot of work doing these videos, and to earn a little bit of money from it's very great. You know, we find that very helpful here on the farm.
And it's free. All you have to do is click a button.
Yep, exactly.
So for anyone else who would like to support us, there is a link down below for our Patreon, and if anybody would be kind enough to buy me a coffee for my birthday, there will also be a link down below.
Coffee, you're drinking coffee. Don't believe a word of it. But yeah, if you fancy helping us out like that, that would be really great. I'm going to just go off now and show you around the shed. As you can see, we've got the new tin roof on. This doorway's for this is the hay store. We can bring the hay out of here and we can put it in the hay feeders, which will either be outside in the summer months, or if it's in the winter they can come inside the barn, or I will build a shelter later on further outside. And you can see we've got the roof rafters up now. You saw us putting together earlier in the video the big beam, which is 9 meters long. That's nice and solid, and we're starting to paint everything inside the beams before we put the roof on with engine oil. So you can see the black staining on the wood here. That's engine oil. And I'd like to say thanks very much to Paul, the guy that's been staying with us, he's leaving on Thursday to go to the Algarve for a few months, and I think he might come back in February. It'd be brilliant if he did. It's been nice having him here, and he's been an absolute brilliant help. So thank you very much, Paul. It's been brilliant, and thanks for your help. So from me, Molly, the goats, the dogs and everything else, we shall see you next week. Okay?